and I was defending my wife, and he was coming for my wife. She wasn't there at the time.
William's discomfort with Meghan Markle's actions isn't about discrimination. Rather, it stems from what many perceive as her thoughtless behavior. William affirmed that he did not hate his sister-in-law, but he also did not hesitate to express his disappointment at her inappropriate behavior. Anyone in the royal family knows that the relationship between William and Harry has always been very good. But when Meghan Markle appeared, the connection between the two brothers was completely severed. This is proof of how toxic is Meghan Markle. Explore the incidents below that have fueled William's desire to distance Meghan from Harry's life. Prince William's alleged issues with Meghan Markle began almost immediately after she entered the royal family sphere, largely due to the rapid pace at which his brother, Prince Harry, pursued his relationship with her. The two brothers, always under the intense scrutiny of both the public and the media, had approached their romantic lives quite differently. William, who eventually married Kate Middleton in 2011 after an 8-year courtship, was reportedly alarmed by Harry's swift moves. Harry first met Meghan Markle, the former Suits actress, on a blind date in July 2016. Their chemistry was immediate and undeniable, leading Harry to fall for her almost instantly. By November 2017, they announced their engagement, though rumors swirled that they had been secretly engaged as early as that summer. This timeline starkly contrasted with William's more cautious approach to his relationship with Kate, which had been marked by a lengthy period of getting to know each other and understanding the pressures of royal life together. The speed of Harry and Meghan's romance and subsequent engagement became a point of contention within the royal family, especially for William. According to royal historian Robert Lacey, in his 2020 book, Battle of Brothers, The Inside Story of a Family in Tumult, William confronted Harry with his concerns in early 2017. William's apprehensions were twofold. He worried about Harry's personal happiness and the potential implications for the royal family, or the firm, of which William was acutely aware he would one day be the head. Harry's reaction to William's concerns was not positive. Lacey notes that Harry interpreted William's intervention not as a genuine concern for his well-being, but as a typical instance of William prioritizing the royal institution over familial bonds. This perceived slight led to a brusque and offended response from Harry, marking the beginning of a significant rift between the brothers. The tension was exacerbated by differing perspectives and priorities. William, who had been groomed from a young age to eventually become king, was naturally more attuned to the demands and expectations of royal life. His cautious approach to relationships reflected this understanding. On the other hand, Harry, always seen as the more rebellious and free-spirited sibling, was eager to forge his path, unencumbered by the same level of expectation. This fundamental difference in approach to life and love only deepened the divide. William's concerns, while possibly well-intentioned, were perceived by Harry as another instance of royal protocol overshadowing personal happiness. This sentiment was not without precedent. The brothers had previously navigated the complexities of royal expectations, but the stakes seemed higher now with Meghan in the picture. When Meghan Markle joined the royal family in 2018, there was a concerted effort within the Windsor clan to extend a warm welcome, at least in the public eye. However, by the time Meghan and Prince Harry welcomed their son, Archie Harrison, in May 2019, underlying tensions began to surface, particularly around the couple's approach to privacy and royal traditions. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have always been fiercely protective of their privacy, a stance that was amplified with the birth of their first child. This protective instinct led to a significant departure from royal norms when they decided to keep Meghan's labor and the birth of Archie under wraps. The palace announced Meghan was in labor only after she had already delivered the baby and returned home from the hospital. To many outsiders, this decision might seem perfectly reasonable given the couple's desire for privacy. However, Within the royal family, and especially to Prince William, this move was perceived as a breach of tradition and an affront to the public's long-standing relationship with the royal family. Royal historian Robert Lacey, in his book Battle of Brothers, detailed William's displeasure with Harry and Meghan's handling of the birth announcement. According to Lacey, William viewed their actions as prima donna maneuvers, a stark deviation from the norms upheld by other members of the royal family. The Cambridges, for instance, had adhered to the tradition of presenting their newborns to the public shortly after birth, as seen with the births of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. The tension over Archie's birth announcement was not just a matter of protocol, but also highlighted deeper rifts within the family. William's reaction, reportedly waiting a full 8 days to visit his new nephew, was influenced by his disapproval of how Harry and Meghan managed the situation. This delay was unusual, given the typically close-knit nature of the family during such significant life events. The Sussexes' approach reflected their broader desire to carve out a different path for themselves within the royal framework. This desire was evident in their decision to raise Archie with a level of privacy unprecedented for a royal child. For William, who had embraced the public aspect of his role and understood its importance, Harry and Meghan's actions appeared to undermine the transparency and accessibility that the royal family had cultivated over generations. This difference in approach to privacy and public life further strained the relationship between the two brothers. William's adherence to tradition and his understanding of the expectations placed upon the royal family clashed with Harry and Meghan's more modern and individualistic approach. The decision to keep Archie's birth private was not just about the event itself, but symbolized a broader divergence in values and vision for their roles within the royal family. After the birth of their son, Archie Harrison, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continued to diverge from royal traditions by holding a private christening and keeping the identities of his godparents a secret. This move further emphasized the couple's commitment to privacy and their desire to shield their child from the intense public scrutiny that often accompanies royal life. Typically, royal christenings are public events, providing an opportunity for the public and the press to become acquainted with the newest member of the royal family. These ceremonies are not only religious rites, but also serve as a means of maintaining a connection between the royal family and the public. However, in July 2019, Harry and Meghan chose to hold Archie's christening in a super-private, intimate ceremony. According to a royal insider who spoke to Us Weekly, the Queen accepted Harry and Meghan's decision to keep the event private, respecting their wishes despite it being a significant break from tradition. However, this decision did not sit well with Prince William and his wife, Kate Middleton. The couple reportedly were not happy about the lack of public engagement in Archie's christening, seeing it as another instance of Harry and Meghan distancing themselves from royal norms. The private christening was just one part of Harry and Meghan's broader plan to ensure a more secluded and normal upbringing for Archie. Their choice to forego live-in staff at their Windsor residence, Frogmore Cottage, was another significant deviation from royal customs. Traditionally, members of the royal family have a team of live-in staff to manage their households and assist with daily tasks. However, Harry and Meghan preferred a more hands-on approach, aiming to create a more grounded and ordinary environment for their son. This series of decisions was driven by the couple's determination to protect their son from the overwhelming attention that comes with being a royal. They wanted to provide Archie with a childhood that was as normal as possible, free from the relentless media coverage and public interest that had often plagued Harry throughout his own life. However, these choices created friction with Prince William, who had a different perspective on public engagement and royal responsibilities. A royal insider explained to Us Weekly that William believed Harry was going overboard in keeping Archie out of the spotlight. He felt that some degree of public interaction was necessary and beneficial, both for maintaining the royal family's connection with the public and for acclimating Archie to the role he would inevitably play within the monarchy. William's disagreement with Harry's approach also extended to concerns about Meghan's influence. The insider suggested that William blamed Meghan for the couple's decision to break from tradition and minimize public exposure. This added another layer of tension to the already strained relationship between the brothers, as it highlighted their differing views on how to balance private life with public duty. During her brief tenure as a senior working royal, Meghan Markle pushed the boundaries of royal family expectations and protocols, bringing a fresh and often controversial perspective to her role. One notable instance of this was in 2019, when Meghan guest-edited the September issue of British Vogue. This decision surprised many royal fans and observers, as it marked a significant departure from the traditional activities usually undertaken by members of the royal family. In her editor's letter for the Forces for Change issue, Meghan articulated her vision, emphasizing the power of collective action and solidarity. "More than anything, this issue is about the power of the collective," she wrote. "In identifying our personal strengths, it is anchored in the knowledge that we are even stronger together." Via GMA. The issue featured a diverse range of topics, including mental health, female empowerment, race, and climate change, reflecting Meghan's commitment to addressing pressing social issues and championing progressive causes. The response to Meghan's guest editing stint was mixed. Many were thrilled by her involvement with the iconic magazine and applauded her for using her platform to highlight important social issues. However, the content of the issue was also met with significant criticism. Some naysayers considered the issue too political for a member of the royal family, arguing that Meghan had overstepped the traditional boundaries of royal conduct. This criticism was not entirely unprecedented. While Meghan was not the first royal to guest edit a magazine, Prince Charles, Prince Harry, and Kate Middleton had all taken on similar roles in the past. Her focus on contemporary and contentious issues struck a nerve. The reception highlighted the ongoing tension between modernizing influences and the traditional expectations of the British monarchy. According to royal historian Robert Lacey, Meghan's decision to guest edit the issue and the content it featured became a point of contention within the royal family, particularly with her brother-in-law, Prince William. In his book, Battle of Brothers, Lacey described a showdown between the royal brothers over the Vogue issue. William was reportedly critical of Meghan's involvement with the magazine, seeing it as too politically charged and inappropriate for a senior royal. The confrontation reportedly led to another significant argument between the brothers, deepening the already growing rift. The details of this supposed fight remain unclear, but Lacey characterized it as another classic Harry explosion, followed by a further, even deeper rift. This description suggests that the disagreement over the Vogue issue was not just a minor quarrel, but a major conflict that exacerbated the existing tensions between Harry and William. In the fall of 2019, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle embarked on a royal tour of Africa with their son, Archie Harrison. This tour, meant to highlight the couple's charitable endeavors and strengthen ties with the Commonwealth, became a pivotal moment in the Sussexes' journey, particularly due to the candid interviews they gave during the trip. The ITV documentary Harry and Meghan, An African Journey, which aired in October 2019, included these explosive interviews and shed light on the personal struggles they were facing within the royal family. Meghan Markle, in her conversation with journalist Tom Bradby, openly discussed the difficulties she had encountered since joining the royal family. She admitted that it had really been a struggle and that she was not really okay. Her revelations were stark and heartfelt, painting a picture of a woman grappling with immense pressure and public scrutiny. "I really tried to adopt this British sensibility of a stiff upper lip. I really tried. But I think that what that does internally is probably really damaging," Meghan confessed, per People. She further added, "I never thought that this would be easy, but I thought it would be fair, and that's the part that's really hard to reconcile." These admissions were groundbreaking as they broke the long-standing tradition of the royal family maintaining a reserved and composed public persona. Meghan's honesty about her struggles and mental health challenges resonated with many but also sparked significant controversy. Her remarks highlighted the emotional toll that royal life had taken on her and raised questions about the support she received from the royal institution. Prince Harry's interview also revealed underlying tensions, particularly with his brother, Prince William. Harry hinted at the strain in their relationship, acknowledging that while they were on different paths, he still loved his brother deeply. This candidness about familial discord added another layer of complexity to the public's understanding of the dynamics within the royal family. The reactions to the documentary within the royal family were swift and intense. Prince William was reportedly blindsided and deeply upset by the couple's interviews. According to a royal source cited by R Online, William saw Meghan's comments as particularly damaging to the royal family, an institution he is destined to lead one day. Saying what she said will enrage William, the insider claimed. He sees this and Meghan as all very damaging to the royal family. BBC royal correspondent Johnny Diamond reported that royal insiders alleged William was furious about the interview and made his feelings known to Harry in no uncertain terms. The documentary's impact extended beyond personal grievances, as it also brought to the forefront the contrasting approaches to royal duty and public life between the two brothers. While William had embraced a more traditional and reserved approach, Harry and Meghan were increasingly vocal about their personal struggles and desire for change. In January 2020, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle made a decision that would forever alter their lives and the fabric of the British royal family. They announced their resignation from royal duties. This unprecedented move shocked royal fans worldwide and sent ripples of surprise and consternation through the royal family itself. The decision, dubbed Megxit by the media, marked a significant turning point in the couple's relationship with the monarchy and highlighted deep-seated issues within the royal institution. According to royal authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand in their book Finding Freedom, the Sussexes had communicated their intentions to step back from royal duties through a vague email to Prince Charles and Queen Elizabeth shortly before Christmas 2019. The email outlined their desire to discuss their plans and requested a face-to-face meeting. However, they were informed that such a meeting could not take place until late January 2020, which left Harry feeling frustrated and blocked. A source close to Harry claimed, per an excerpt in Vanity Fair, Harry felt like he was being blocked. This delay in addressing their concerns exacerbated the couple's sense of urgency and dissatisfaction. As rumors about their potential exit began to circulate, Harry and Meghan decided to take control of the narrative. On January 8, 2020, they issued a public statement via their official Instagram account, announcing their decision to step back as senior members of the royal family and work towards becoming financially independent. They also expressed their intention to split their time between the United Kingdom and North America. This announcement came as a shock not only to the public but also to other members of the royal family, who reportedly were not given prior notice of the public statement. The manner in which Harry and Meghan handled the announcement was particularly contentious. According to a March 2020 report from the Daily Mail, Prince William was deeply offended by how his brother and sister-in-law managed their royal exit. He was reportedly hurt by the lack of notice given to the Queen, feeling that Harry and Meghan's actions had disrespected both the institution of the monarchy and their grandmother. William is said to feel insulted by his brother's recent comments, including the stream of remarks on Harry and Meghan's Sussex royal website, which many have taken as implied criticisms of the royal family, the outlet claimed. William feels his brother has disrespected the institution of the monarchy and most woundingly of all their grandmother, the Queen. The Sussex royal website, launched alongside their announcement, outlined their vision for a new role within the monarchy. However, it included language that was interpreted as critical of the royal family's handling of their situation, further straining relations. The website's content underscored the couple's desire for a more modern, flexible approach to royal duties, which clashed with the traditional expectations of the monarchy. In August 2020, royal authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand published Finding Freedom, a book that delved into the intricacies and controversies surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's high-profile departure from royal duties. The book offered an unprecedented look into the couple's lives, their struggles within the royal family, and the factors that led to their decision to step back. While Harry and Meghan never officially confirmed their participation in the book, the intimate details and insider knowledge presented led many, including royal author Penny Junor, to speculate that the couple had cooperated with Scobie and Durand in its creation. In the weeks leading up to the book's release, speculation was rife about the Sussexes' involvement. Prince William was among those who reportedly believed that Harry and Meghan had consented to and possibly participated in interviews for the book. This belief stemmed from the depth of personal insights and private anecdotes shared in Finding Freedom, which many thought could only come from direct input from the couple or their close associates. According to a royal source quoted in Us Weekly, William perceived the book as a calculated attempt by Harry and Meghan to control their narrative. William thinks the book is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's calculated way of controlling the narrative, and that they took advantage of their entertainment contacts so they'd be painted in a favorable light, the source claimed. This perception of strategic image management by the Sussexes added another layer of complexity to the already strained relationship between the brothers. Finding Freedom painted a sympathetic portrait of Harry and Meghan, emphasizing their struggles with media intrusion, internal royal family dynamics, and the pressures of their roles. It highlighted their motivations for seeking a more independent life, away from the relentless scrutiny they faced in the UK. The book's portrayal of the couple as victims of an unforgiving system resonated with many readers, but also sparked controversy and criticism, particularly among royal traditionalists. William's alleged response to the book was one of frustration and hurt. He reportedly felt that the Sussexes had used their connections in the entertainment industry to craft a narrative that favored them while casting the rest of the royal family in a less favorable light. This perception of manipulation and public relations strategy only deepened the existing rift between the brothers. Before the book's release, the relationship between William and Harry had already been strained, with tensions apparent to those close to the royal family. However, the publication of Finding Freedom and the ensuing media coverage took the discord to new heights. A second royal source claimed, even before the book came out, the bad blood between William and Harry was apparent, but it's taken a whole new turn. When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle decided to step back from their roles as full-time working royals, they made it clear that one of their primary goals was to achieve financial independence from the royal family. Their announcement, made via a statement on the Sussex Royal Instagram in January 2020, highlighted their desire to carve out a progressive new role within the institution while continuing to support Queen Elizabeth II. After many months of reflection and internal discussions, we have chosen to make a transition this year in starting to carve out a progressive new role within this institution, the statement read. We intend to step back as senior members of the royal family and work to become financially independent while continuing to support Her Majesty the Queen fully. The unprecedented move raised questions and skepticism about the feasibility of such independence, given the couple's previous reliance on the royal family's financial support. Critics and commentators wondered whether Harry and Meghan could truly support themselves outside the confines of royal life, especially in a manner befitting their high-profile status. In September 2020, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex silenced many of their doubters by signing a lucrative production deal with Netflix, reportedly worth up to $240 million, according to CNN. The multi-year deal marked a significant return to the entertainment industry for Meghan, who had been an actress before her marriage to the royal family and represented a major career shift for Harry. Their agreement with Netflix included producing documentaries, docuseries, feature films, scripted television shows, and children's programming, all aimed at highlighting stories and issues they were passionate about, such as social justice, mental health, and environmental conservation. The announcement of the Netflix deal was met with mixed reactions. On one hand, it was seen as a bold and progressive step that aligned with their vision of financial independence and personal autonomy. On the other hand, it drew criticism and concern from some quarters, particularly within the royal family. A TV insider told The Sun that Prince William was reportedly very uncomfortable with the deal due to Netflix's history with royal content, specifically referencing the streaming platform's popular series The Crown, which dramatizes the lives of the British royal family. William and other senior royals are incredibly uncomfortable about this drama, and Livid Harry is now in partnership with the company that's airing it, the source claimed. What do you think about Meghan's actions that made William unhappy? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.